In the exit planning world that I often work in, that whole idea of building systems and processes that transcend an individual is a key, whether it's the owner, the doctor who's become that system, or maybe a key person within the practice. And if that's not done, it sounds like it creates a lot of risk from what I'm hearing. There's certainly a revenue risk, a reputation risk, and all these other risks that really can mount up in tangible economic, but also in real human capital ways. What are the risks that you see? What does it create not having these systems in place?
Well, let me just kind of back up and play off of the example situation I gave you of an insurance coordinator walking out, leaving. So here's a real world example of that very thing. I'm thinking of a practice where an insurance coordinator was excellent, but everything ran through her. She had the portal logins on a spreadsheet that she owned. She understood the ins and the outs of the major carrier networks. And she even fixed claims that other people had submitted incorrectly. But instead of training the team to do things correctly, she just solved all the problems herself. So over time,
Mm,
she became a very valued member of the team in a kind of a narrowly defined way of defining value. She became a very valued member of the team, but all that knowledge stayed in her head, you know? So then some health issues came up and she missed a few days. Then she had to take a leave of absence. These are real situations. This is a real situation. And almost immediately things began to unravel. Claims fell behind. No one knew how to step in, and the doctor just simply wasn't getting paid. The checks
mhm,
quit showing up at the mailbox. So what made it worse was the timing. Timing. It happened right around a holiday slowdown.
mm,
So there was no production during that
mhm,
long holiday period. There were no collections rolling in from that missed production. And worst of all, there was no system for recovery.
mhm,
It's like a computer that just hard dies. It
mhm,
can't, you've lost everything in it. It can't be recovered. And that's the risk.
mhm,
When one person is the system, the whole operation becomes pretty fragile.
mm. Right.
And the truth is that it's not a people problem, it's a systems problem. Now, to his credit, the doctor who called me realized that right away. You know, he told me he had wished he had taken a different road months early when the first signs of slippage began to show up. So the team had, at that time, the team had been split kind of simply. One lady handled all financial and insurance things, the other lady handled scheduling and patient care. So now suddenly they were 50% capacity staff wise
Mm,
for administrative functions. They were at 50% capacity, but that one person was now working, doing the work of two people. And worse, she had no idea how the other half of the work was done.
right. Right.
So when one person is the system, losing that person doesn't just create stress, it creates a lot of it for sure, but it exposes how little systems you really had in the practice.